All right, times have certainly changed, haven't they? Many of us these days are using video chat as the main way to stay in touch with coworkers or family or friends during the pandemic. And whether you're using Zoom one-on-one or other video chat services that are available right now, you've probably encountered some distracting video chat behaviors from other people and maybe even from yourself. Joining us this afternoon is Valerie Sokolosky, an etiquette expert. Did I get your last name right there?
You did. Good for you.
Fantastic. I'm going to call you Valerie for the rest of the way, though.
That's good.
So let's talk about this. We have seen some of these moments going viral, some of the worst of them anyway. Aside from, wearing your boxers and other people seeing that on the Zoom chat, what are some of the more common video chat faux pas that we're seeing these days?
I love this topic. You know what? It's a great topic, and it's about your presence and your brand, and it matters. So I've got some things that I'm going to share with you that I think are really six. I'm going to give you six. One of them is wear clothes. And by that I simply mean not yoga clothes. Show up with something that's worth wearing, not you just got back from the gym, which you're probably not even in yet. But don't do that. Act like you're really in a meeting, and what would you wear? Wear something decent. That's one.
Okay.
Shall I keep going?
Yeah, let's do 2 through 6 here now. So we should wear clothes. That's always a good start, and clothes that look nice and presentable.
Yeah, and you know what? Late is losing. Don't be late. When it says start at 2 o'clock, don't show up at 2:05 because the rest of us are waiting.
Yeah, good point.
So that's being a loser. Don't do that. The other one is don't hold up. You know, sometimes people will hold up a graph or a picture or an article and say, well, I just read this. We can't see it. So send it ahead or send it afterwards.
I committed that no just the other day. So, okay, good to know.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And they
Did
said,
someone
we can't
say
read
they
that.
couldn't see it?
Yeah, they couldn't read it.
Exactly. Let's see. Nostrils aren't nice.
Okay, so you want to position the camera right.
Absolutely. Make sure the head is straight and you've got your head is midway, sort of up here. Play with the camera before you ever start. Get it set, tape it down, make it work. That's another one. Really too close is not very nice. I would say verbose. Once you get the camera or the microphone, just be succinct. Say what you're going to say. Get it done because we've all got more things to do and we want to get this meeting ended on time.
That's a good idea. A quick question for you here. What if somebody, is violating one of these things and it's driving you nuts, or it's holding up the meeting, or it's stretching the meeting out too long? How do you let them know that it's distracting without embarrassing them, in front of everybody?
Well, there's a chat box, and you can send a message to an individual, and that's what I do.
Okay, so one of the questions my producer wanted us to ask today is what happens when it comes to eating during a Zoom meeting? And I say that they wanted to ask this because I've been guilty of eating cereal many times in these. Is that bad?
Nobody wants to see you eat, right? Absolutely. Don't eat on the camera. You know, the main thing I would say to everybody is if you were really in a meeting, what would you look like? What would you say? How would you say it? How would you show up? Because you really are in a meeting, and the meetings matter, and they say a whole lot about you and what you think is important. And what's important is people are taking time to have a meeting, and there's stuff to talk about. So get on time, get the meeting going, be appropriate, and show up with presence. And then you'll look like the professional you are.
I think a lot of us think that we're being sly, though, when we turn that video off or we close down the camera there, maybe while we're taking a bite or doing whatever. Does it make the other people in the meeting kind of suspicious when you kind of duck out like that?
We wonder where you're going. And that leads to something else I'll say. If you have to put that headshot up, if you do have to take a break, and you have a headshot or something that you're going to put up as if you're there, again, have something that's a nice headshot or something you'd feel proud of to send to someone, not something silly. I see all these silly things behind people, like Like, what is the background? I know you're not at the beach. I know you're not in the mountains.
Yeah, keep it real, keep it professional, especially if you're doing one of these for a job interview, perhaps, because we know that a lot of interviews are being conducted this way. So these are all really good tips, and you know what, Valerie, I've learned a couple of things in here from you that I should have done this interview with you about 2 months ago.
Call me anytime.
I will take another shot at the name here. Valerie Sokolosky, an etiquette expert, getting us all Zoom ready this afternoon. Should have talked to her in like February. Thank you very much, Valerie. Appreciate the tip.
Nice to be with you.
That was a good looking shot that she had there, too.